Some of the most fascinating things are here in the inventors area. Take this, it's the Pyro plug, designed to put out fires in the kind of electrical equipment you might have at home. What gave rise to it first appeared on our programme 7 years ago. Craig Doyle has been back to meet the inventor to see what's happened since. But first, let's turn the clock back to Tomorows World stalwart Peter McCann.
The tubes, in fact, run all the way around the vehicle, but the only ones that you can see at the moment are these ones up in the bonnet. So when I stand back, let's see what happens. Plenty of flames coming out through the bonnet there, but, oh, there goes the extinguisher. And right there, you can see quite clearly where the extinguishant is pouring out through the ruptured holes in the pipe there.
The inventor is Dave Melton, a firefighting fanatic from Ipswich. How does it work?
Well, the heat of the fire causes the walls of the tube to weaken and burst at the hottest place, delivering the extinguishing gas to the very heart of the fire.
Now, that was 7 years ago that we featured that. Has it been successful for you?
Oh, it's been great. We're now fitting these systems to vehicles, computers, all types of equipment worldwide.
Has it made you a lot of money?
Well, I put my business on the line to spend money I couldn't really afford on development, and it's paying back. There isn't really a more satisfying feeling than making a living from selling your own inventions.
What have you got for us now?
Well, we've moved on to a miniature system that'll fit inside a television set. Here we've got the Pyroplug. This is designed to put out fires in televisions and computers. It not only detects and extinguishes the fire, but it turns off the main supply as well to prevent reignition. So it does 3 jobs: detection, extinguishing, isolation. Game, set and match.
One of Dave's tubes full of extinguishant runs through the television and is connected to his Pyroplug. The TV is then plugged into the same device, which will turn everything off at the first sign of fire.
Well, the switch is controlled by a magnet in a piston held in place by the pressure in the tube. As soon as the tube bursts, the magnet moves away, breaking the circuit.
All right, so the fire's put out, electricity off straight away.
That's correct. And all you need to do now is set fire to the television.
I'll let you do that, Dave. I'll get out of the way. Brilliant. Well, it gives you a bit of a shock, that, doesn't it? Oh, fantastic. Still doing it. So the fire's out, television off.
What do you expect?
It's brilliant, Dave. It's brilliant. Well, there you go. You've seen it on Tomorrow's World. It works. Fire out, television safe. Pretty good. After setting fire to everything he owns, Dave is now working on a new challenge, protecting this stuff. Bank raids are making the news all the time. In most cases, if a gang gets away with the money, a security device will trigger a smoke dye all over the cash, making it worthless. Most banks use devices like these to foil robbers. Well, Dave is now linked up with John Anderson, an electronics expert, and together they think they've come up with something even better. Instead of smoke, Dave's extinguishant propels a liquid dye all over the money. This is a normal security cash box, but for the sake of the demonstration, we're using a clear container here and some dummy money. Now, what Dave and John have developed is a little microcomputer here that has a radio link, but it's a very clever computer because it knows where it is all the time. It also knows where it is in relation to a pre-planned route. So if it moves off that route, i.e. if it's stolen, it sets off a little explosion here. Now in here is some of Dave's liquid gas mixed together with green dye. So what happens is it sprays all over the money and there's no point in stealing it. Now lads, it's early days for this. I know this is a prototype, but I'm willing to risk it. I'm going to put a fiver of mine in and I'll test it for you, okay?
Well, I think you better kiss your money goodbye.
Bye-bye, fiver.
You reckon? I don't know. Okay, I'll get this ready. The bet is most definitely on. Right, the box is armed. I'm stealing it. It shouldn't leave this office. I don't really know what's going to happen next. It's going to... There you go. The dye's gone. Look at that. Absolutely useless to anyone. Let's have a look. See what it's still going. Fantastic. Let's see what's happened to my fiver. There you go. Sitting there. Little would you know. Absolutely useless to anyone. Right, fellas, well done. You have me beat. My fiver's gone, and it's a very, very clever idea. Do you think the banks are really going to be interested, though?
I think so. It'll make their life easier. I think within the next 5 years, don't you, that all banks will be using this system.
More importantly, is it going to be another big success for you?
Oh, it's got to be.
You reckon? More importantly, do I get a new fiver?
No way.
Thanks very much. Now, I have to say, I was completely gutted losing that fiver, but here's a man who could probably afford to refund it for me. Trevor Bailiff.
Craig.
Hey, Trevor.
You know, I've been rich, I've been poor. Rich is better. Not a lot of people know that.
Bit of Michael Caine there,
Yeah,
Trevor.
you've had it before.
Now, Trevor is the man behind the world-famous Clockwork Radio and champion of budding inventors. Trevor, what do you make of an exhibition like this for inventors?
I think it's absolutely essential. You know, a lot of people seem to think that the perceived image of the inventor is that he's got to be a fruitcake or something strange about him. People physically move away from me. You come and see these guys and girls over there, and you'll see some wonderful inventions. And what's more, you'll find out that these people are quite ordinary people, just like you and me.
Excellent. Now, Trevor's here to give advice to people who think they have a really